Good morning, Jared Weggeland here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Williams Realty. Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. Okay, the big news this week is week over week, we have about a 24% increase in listings, which is awesome, which gives our buyers more choices. However, don't uh, don't get too excited. We still have a major shortage in houses for sale. So let's get into the details and see what's happening this week. So the big thing this week you'll notice on our pendings versus new listings is 33801. There were a ton of listings in that location. There's only 5 pending, but 18 new listings. There's over 3 times as many new listings to market as pending, so that's great. That replenishes the housing for sale pool, which is fantastic. Also, if you go down 100%, 33809, 33805, 33810, 33813, all of those, 33811, all of those are 100% or more replenishment ratio, which is fantastic. So more listings are coming on the market. Thank goodness, we need them. So that's fantastic. Now, again, that's a week over week number, so don't get too excited, but it's still good to see more homes coming into the market for you to choose from, which is amazing. Now, remember, if you're looking to buy, you need to buy. Do it as soon as you can. We're predicting the interest rates to go down a little bit next year for the presidential election. And what does that mean? All the people who say we're waiting will flood the market. That means there'll be a lot more competition. When there's a lot more competition, what happens to price? And any savings that you get from waiting, which are minimal, by the way, check out my other video about that, are going to be squashed. So if you need to move as soon as you can, then you will benefit from the equity growth, the growth in your net worth, opposed to the other people who are sitting on their houses and not selling yet. Okay, so anyway, that's just an FYI. So for Lakeland, we're at 105% basically replenishment ratio. So we had more homes listed than pending, which is great. And in Polk County, we're at 115%. Again, these are not massive numbers, but we had 15% more homes put onto the market than removed from the market, new pendings, which is great news. I couldn't be more happy about that. All right, so this week in our solds for the last 7 days in Lakeland, 3 bedroom, 2 bath is the average. 1735 square feet is the average size of the home, with an average list price of 198.62, average sold price of 193.19, average list price total of 344,942, average close price 335,111. The sold price compared to listing price at 97%, and then the days on the market went down again to only 26 days. So that's just over 3 weeks on the market before they're to contract. Now, remember our little caveat. One of the biggest mistakes you can make as a seller is not fixing stuff, not getting it ready, not cleaning. So those houses that are cleaned, things are fixed, and they truly are move-in ready, they fly off the market. So we had one this week. We put it on the market, I think it was Wednesday. We had multiple showings, and that amazing offer came in just within a few days. Fantastic. The house is moving ready. Great. It's not completely updated. I'm not telling you that, but very, very clean. No projects, nothing broken. The main components were updated: the roof, the AC, some flooring, some granite. But otherwise, it was a good home, but it wasn't a fully remodeled home by any means. Absolutely fantastic. Great offer, quick closing. So they do go. This past week, year over year, pricing is up 5%, 5.02% from the same week from last year. And if you look at looking at my graph now, you'll see a steady increase in that price. And it just makes sense. As we continue to have way more buyers than sellers, that price is supply and demand. It's very, very simple economics, but that's what's happening. So I mentioned to you the days on the market went down again to 26 days. So you'll see that curve. Boy, that went down. And remember, it was hovering, basically plateauing, or in the trough, troughing for a while, and it dipped down. So the last several weeks were 40 days, 33, 32, 29, 26. So within 5 weeks, we went from an average of 40 days to 26 days. That's just telling it's being absorbed faster, which is good. So the new listings are fantastic because we're getting through the houses faster too. This particular week on the pending sales, it went up a little bit in both Lakeland and the county. and on the graph is all over the place. Even with the 12-week moving average, it's all over. But those are steady. But if you remember, for months and months and months and months for Polk County, we were at 400 sales or more, and we have been in the 300s for the last 3 weeks, and we had 3 of those weeks over 400. So we're averaging in that 400 range, which is where we kind of need to be, which is good. But we do need more sellers because there would be more sales if there were more homes available. Cancels, withdrawn, and expireds. Not a whole lot going on there. The one thing that did surprise me this week is the cancellations across the county were much, much higher. So not just expired, they're just stopping selling their houses. Now, often that's because they're overpriced for what they have. I know that's harsh to hear, but again, if you go back to if you are not updated, if you are not clean, if you are not move-in ready, if you've got some funky decorating, if you've got some projects or things that are undone, people are not going to pay retail top market price. They're just not going to. With the rates that we have now, the insurance is going on everything. People are doing their best to get into these homes and afford these homes and afford that monthly investment. Um, so they can't go in there expecting to spend another $20, $30, $40,000 to do stuff. It's just not realistic. So it's far better if you did cancel your listing to revisit and look at what you need to do to make that shine. It's just like I give the example of 2 Honda Accords. One's been fully detailed, carpet shampooed, leather repaired, the other not. They're the identical car with the identical miles. The one that's cleaned up and shiny and ready to go, it has a higher perceived value. Exact same thing with the houses. So going back to our supply, remember that we need 6 months of houses for sale to be in equilibrium for the market, and we're all the way down to 1.89 months. So that means we have a 69% shortage. So for every 31 homes available, there's 100 buyers. I mean, that's a pretty lopsided equation. So as long as that keeps going in a similar direction, those prices are going to continue to creep. So again, I encourage you to purchase sooner rather than later. Then let's go to I talked about our active listings, and those are up, which is great. And overall, they are up as well. You'll see the curve on the county, just because it's a bigger number, the swings, ups and downs. And I'm looking at the graph, and at a low point, let's see where we were. We're at 28.33 in June, and now we're at 33.79. So that's a pretty big swing. So what was that? 2,800 to 33, so about 500. So if you think of 500, and it's only, I say only over 3,300 homes, that's a pretty big percentage. That's not quite 20% increase in total listings since June, which again is fantastic and great. We have a massive deficiency, so that's absolutely fantastic. And then, you know what? I actually forgot to look at the price drops. They've been pretty steady the last couple of weeks. I should imagine with the cancellations that we had, just the homes that would have dropped price would have, just not been recorded this particular week. So make sure you have a look at the YouTube video itself. I'll put down in the description tons of links. If you don't know about the home swap program, give me a call. It allows you to buy your house first, sell your other house last, not have 2 payments. Fantastic solution if you're worried about selling your house and not being able to find one. Man, that is a lifesaver. It's so much easier on your life and your family and your stress level. Also ask us about cash offers if you're looking to, as a buyer, where you're getting outbid by people with cash, or not even necessarily outbid in price, but the terms, sellers do like cash. We have a program to convert your offer into cash so that you can compete like that. So that's an amazing product as well. And if you are one of those people who is not going to move, then consider what you need to do now and start enjoying the updates. So often we see people update their home, get ready to sell. Just update it now so you get to enjoy the kitchen, you get to enjoy the bathrooms, you get to enjoy the updates and the upgrades that you've made. Frankly, same thing with your roof and AC and all that business. But we can help you at Focus Remodels through that whole process. Anyway, have a fantastic week. Let me look at the calendar and see what we have coming up this coming week. Let me see, where are we? Sorry, I wasn't ready. You can have a look yourself. So sorry about but anyway, sorry. Thursday, food truck rally, downtown. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't enjoyed a food truck rally, come to Munn Park. It's a really fun time. And that's it. I've talked way too long. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye now. Bye.